Welcome to Storytime with Pr Chantell. Our story today comes from the Story for Children. We continue our story time with Chapter 6, Wandering. If the Lord is pleased with us, He'll lead us into that land. It's a land that has plenty of milk and honey. Numbers 14:8. God's rules and laws were perfect, but God's people were not. They wanted to obey the laws. They wanted to live holy lives, but they still made bad choices and did wrong things. When they thought God had left them, they made their own god, a calf made out of gold. God was very angry. But when the people said they were sorry, God forgave them. The Israelites prepared a special tent for God called a tabernacle. God placed a cloud over the tabernacle during the day. At night he appeared as fire. Day or night, the people could see a sign of God's presence as he led them through the wilderness. God provided for his people as they made their way to the land of Canaan. God's brave explorers, Numbers 13. After traveling in the wilderness, Moses and the Israelites reached the edge of Canaan, the land God had promised his people. The weary travelers were excited to know if their journey was almost over. Moses called the people together. Before we enter this promised land, we must send explorers to learn about the land and the people who live there, he said. Moses chose 12 explorers and gave them instructions. Go south, then to the mountains, he said. See what the land looks like. Is the soil rich for planting? Are there lots of trees? Are the people strong or weak? What are the towns like? Are they open like camps or do they have walls? 12 explorers packed up. Off they went. They searched and looked and investigated for 40 days. Then they returned to Moses with a report. The land is awesome, said the explorers. The soil is good for planting. Just taste these wonderful fruits we found. Grapes, pomegranates, and figs. They shared their treasures with the people. The Israelites couldn't wait to enter the land. Excitement grew among the people. But when Moses asked about the Canaanites who lived in the new land, the explorers began to disagree. 10 were fearful and told the others, "We can't go there. The cities are huge and they have tall walls around them. The people are big and strong, some as big as giants. They will kill us all if we try to take their land," they cried. The fear of the 10 explorers quickly spread through the camp. "We were better off back in Egypt living as slaves," the people protested. But 2 explorers, Caleb and Joshua, were not afraid. They were strong and brave, and they trusted God. "We can do it! We can take the land! The Lord is on our side! Don't be afraid of the people. They have no protection, but the Lord is with us." Despite all the good things God had done for his people, the people did not believe Caleb and Joshua. God was angry with the Israelites' lack of faith. Moses pleaded with God to forgive the people. God listened to Moses and agreed to forgive, but God did not allow his people to enter the land for another 40 years. God's message for us today. One day you will have faith in me. One day you will trust me to take care of your every need. One day you will love me with all your heart as I love you. When that day comes, you will enter the promised land. When that day comes, you will find peace.